Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Grunts and Grumbles podcast. I'm Tom.
And I'm Vince.
How you doing?
Good, man. Halloween month continues.
It does.
Yes. I'm kind of loving every minute of it now. Like a lot of my neighbors are starting to put up like some of their decorations and stuff, which I don't know. I thought this year the whole thing was going to be canceled. Maybe it isn't. I think who's going to, the police going to go around and stop kids from trick-or-treating? Like, how many kids are going to get arrested? Are they going to drive around the old drunk paddy wagon?
Can you arrest kids? I thought this was
I don't know. Do they have small enough cuffs? I don't know. Just get the zip ties and just zip tie. Get the Japanese finger traps. And then that's how you just get the kids stuck together. I don't know. Yeah. I like it. It's the leaves are changing.
Yeah.
The season's upon us.
Yeah.
It's fantastic out there. I love looking at all the leaves changing. Knowing that October. I love October. Knowing that the leaves are changing and Halloween's in the decorations, I'm just super happy.
But even the changing of the clouds, I noticed that you can tell the cloud pattern. It's almost like that dark, luminous cloud.
Yes.
You're going, this is going to be snow.
Yeah.
This is going to be snow soon.
No, I was like, this is going to be evil. It's the evil, ominous cloud.
We got one more full moon on its way too, so werewolves beware. It's so weird. This whole year has been just like everything's thrown into a blender to see what you get.
It's almost feels like the Halloween started in March.
Yeah, it does.
It's been like it's like we're in that movie.
A scared panic of
we're in that
with
movie that we just can't get out of it.
Yeah. Killer murder hornets and shit.
They never came. Remember when they said murder hornets were coming to the United States and North America? What happened to them? I was like, this is fucked up, but let's see what's going to get worse. They never showed.
From bats to hornets to orange people. Just a mess. Everything just seems crazy. Even to, like I said, I'm from Kitchener, and every year they have their version of the Bavarian festival, the Oktoberfest.
Yes, I've never been to it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, I'd 2021.
Maybe next year.
Maybe 2021's our year.
Just like the Grape and Wine Festival I mentioned a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
It's better in groups.
Of course.
Because it's overpriced beer, shitty warm beer, like Canadian, right? But, sorry, not knocking Canadian, just when it's warm, it's not great.
When it's cold, it's not great. No, it's okay.
I'm trying to fight you brought it right back.
No, it's not bad. It's not the worst.
It'll get you where you need to be. But the event of, it's funny, from the outside growing up, and we were close to a lot of fest halls, because I think there's 12 halls in the whole city of Kitchener and Waterloo that do an event for the 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we lived at one point close to the main one, the Concordia Club.
And so that the party happens in the club, or it's on the street in front of the club?
It's in the club.
Okay.
But then they have this event tent attached to the club.
Okay.
And it holds like 2,500 people.
So this Oktoberfest isn't in like a street. They don't shut down the streets.
No.
It's just,
well, they do a parade.
You have to go club to club? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, but they do a parade on the Thanksgiving Monday.
Okay.
But the event halls, like the Concordia's big one, is 2,500.
2,500 people
in this tent, and then you can go inside the building as well.
Okay.
So inside the building, if you know your way around, you can go into the basement and have the real alcohol, the real spirits, and the real beers.
What do you mean? They're giving you
like
fake beers up top?
Well, just like I said, the Canadian.
Oh,
like the warm beers.
But you have to be a member of this club?
Yeah, or you just know how. It's like anything else. Just
weasel your way down there.
Just pretend you know where you're.
Hello,
where you're
fellow club members.
Exactly.
I'm here for the German beer.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Here for the
Don't worry,
beer.
I'll teach you some German, and we'll pretend we know what we're doing.
I'm gonna get a press pass so I can get behind the scenes.
But everyone gets dressed up, and it's a really nice event.
So like lederhosens and stuff.
Yeah, lederhosen, dirndls.
You do that too.
The hats. I was part. Actually, it was funny.
How did they even find lederhosen big enough for you?
At 4 years old, I was part of this pageant where I had to wear them.
What, like a beauty pageant?
Kind of. It was like a runway. It was just part of the events of the Oktoberfest for that year.
Okay.
So then I was this little runway model at 4 years old with the hat and the feather and the lederhosen and the jacket.
Small little beer.
Little jacket. And then, did a little runway show. And then that Monday for the parade, we, as the models, were walking through the parade. So
did you win?
No, it's just part of the parade.
Oh, so there's not like a winner. There's
no,
not
it was more like a fashion
cutest
show
little
thing.
schnitzel contents or whatever.
No, I don't think so. But again, that's the events. It's all week long for 2 weeks, and it starts off in the City Hall of Kitchener where they do the keg tapping, and everyone's there, and then, the beer starts pouring, and then like everyone's just already drunk from noon.
So, so is it what I expect? Is it so? There's like a bunch of like picnic tables. Is that what's let me just paint a picture of what I think it's going to be like. You tell me how far off I am about it. Okay. So I'm thinking picnic tables. Yep. Everybody in like their lederhosen costumes, weird sort of 50s gangster, sort of a German gangster sort of a look. I want to say
the German gangster may be on the borderline of like the Hitler thing.
Okay. And, that's not what I'm saying. But so now you got like I'm assuming there's tons of sausages, tons of pretzels.
Oh yeah.
All sorts of like different beers, whether it be Canadian to German to
exactly.
And is it every different club you go to has different beers and different sausages?
Not necessarily different beers, but like different little hints of what they bring in the region of the German that they are.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
There's the Alpine Club where they are famous for their strudels. Right. There's the Schwaben Club, which is
the
famous
Strudel Club.
The Schwaben Club, which is more for their cabbages and then the veals and stuff like that.
Gross, I hate cabbage.
So going along like throughout the years, it's always been an event that someone's always a part of it when you're freaking Kitchener. Right. You're always doing something, either partying, you're part of the events, your security, whatever.
Is there like a mayor of the Oktoberfest, or not a mayor, but
the mascot?
Is a mascot, but like there's the guy who's like in front of the parade, the Grand Marshal. Is there like a Grand Marshal of
funny
Oktoberfest?
enough, it's like the biggest North American Bavarian festival, and it got the attention of Ellen DeGeneres a few years ago that she put it on her show.
Oh yeah.
And then that was enough attention for everyone to go in Kitchener going, we need her as the Grand Marshal. So they were trying to push for it. It never happened.
She'd never go to
She's too big. She's too big for a Kitchener. But the Kitchener mentality is like, I remember.
Well, these days Ellen's too big of a.
Well, that too. And then, but
bitch.
I remember back. Apparently, but
apparently,
funny the thing with like even back in the day when Vanilla Ice was famous.
Yeah. Did he come to Kitchener Oktoberfest?
He was slated to come to Kitchener, not for Oktoberfest, but just to do like a show. Like he was gonna, like the big album came out.
Sure.
He was gonna be in like, he's coming to Kitchener. He's coming to Kitchener. And like last minute he goes, there's no way I'm going to any farm town to drop. I'm bigger than this. I'm a gangster, right? And I think at the same time that he said that, it killed his career too.
Really?
Yeah,
Kitchener killed Vanilla Ice.
Pretty much. And it pissed off everyone.
Stop the presses.
Stop,
Kitchener
collaborate
kills.
And listen.
Kitchener kills Vanilla Ice's career.
So it's funny. We have this
big enough to kill a career, but not big enough for you to come there and run.
Right. So like, again, it's so much fun, and
I really want to go to one. I would love to go to Germany to do it.
To do the one in Munich. Yeah, I think that's the one that you do.
That's the one I would dress up, man. And that's the one where like these big like German women come with like 6
the
giant steins in their hands, and they just slap them down. The beer flows everywhere. No one cares. You're just chugging beers, eating sausages.
They're belting you to the bar so you don't fall backwards and you're just drinking.
Oh, so you don't like?
Yeah, they put belts around them. They put belts around you.
Seriously?
So like we're sitting here, they put like
so
hook up belts.
You won't get too drunk to fall over.
Right,
so if you pass out, you're falling into a belt and just sleeping.
So it's safety.
Just pour the beer in my mouth when I fall asleep.
So
that'd be epic.
It would be amazing. And
I'd love to go to one.
The way it's done in Munich, it's each brewery hosts their own. So Lowenbrau has their own tent, and all you get is Lowenbrau, right?
I can't say Lowenbrau. Lowenbrau?
It's actually Löwenbrau.
Löwenbrau?
Löwenbrau, which means Lion's
it.
beer.
Lion's beer.
Lion's beer. Ooh. Or Lion's brew.
I like it. I like Lowen. I like it.
It's not bad.
It's good beer.
Yeah. But the difference is like with the Kitchener thing, we tried to do so many things, and like now it's canceled this year, which sucks.
Yep.
But you want to go back?
Do they have the boot there to drink out of?
I think they do now, and I think
is it because of that movie?
You know what? I think if you went down to the basement of the Concordia Club,
have you ever drank out of a boot?
I have not.
Yeah. Because if you saw like what was the name?
Beer Fest. Yeah.
So they got obviously they have that glass boot.
Yes.
And you have to drink it, but when you get down to the heel, you have to twist it.
Right. So the bubble doesn't
splash.
The
bubbles. I've always wanted to drink out of a boot.
Yeah.
Let's just get some.
We can get them.
Yeah, get them anywhere.
Put the sticker on them.
Yeah, just get hammered. When Denzel comes back, we'll have 3 boots, and we'll have who can drink it the fastest.
Oh my god, I think we're all gonna be destroyed.
Nice. We'll have 6 boots each. We'll have Löwenbraun.
Löwenbraun. Yeah.
We'll have what's another German beer? Not Heineken, I guess.
GAB. There's.
We'll have a bunch of German beers.
Yes.
And we'll just drink them out of boots. Let's get small boots though.
Yeah.
Is it the same effect?
No.
You need the tall one.
You need the tall one. Yeah.
Shit.
I know.
Denzel, you're in trouble.
So,
Denzel, you better bring that pizza suitcase of yours here.
So to finish my last Oktoberfest story, I was security one year at the Schwaben Club.
That's the big one?
No, that's like the second biggest in the city. Again, depends on who you talk to.
Now, in security, were you wearing the Lederhosen?
No,
I was
wearing a security jacket, yellow security jacket, and I was manning the door, and I was like pretty much.
You guys should have just wore black Lederhosen with security printed on the back.
Yeah. Again, same time, you're not really doing anything. You just
I know, but it still should be. It should have been just to be in the theme of the Oktoberfest.
Too much money for 10 days. So
I would have bought it.
Where the shopping club is, you get in the entrance, and there's two staircases that go up, and on the right is a fest hall, and on the left is a fest hall.
Okay.
So they're two very different rooms. They're banquet halls. It's like anywhere
But
else,
around
right?
Oktoberfest is the same thing?
Yes.
Both rooms are same.
Both rooms are the same, but
And is there like a middle? So if you walk up, is it one staircase for one room, one staircase for another, or it's like a hallway?
There's a bridge on top. Yeah, you can go to both, right?
Okay, cool.
So, but it's just more of a crowd control thing. It doesn't mean like one room's better than the other. They're just
they have two rooms because outside of Oktoberfest they use those rooms for any sort of a event like a baptism or
a wedding or whatever,
birthday party,
exactly.
Okay, cool.
So it's 10 days this event, and day 5, and I'm working at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah,
and one of the waitresses comes through, and she's got this most disgusted look on her face, and she goes, "I swear to God, I smell one more person cutting ass. I'm going to fucking puke," because it's nothing but sausage, sauerkraut, veal,
and then you're just like
mashed potatoes and beer.
Nice.
For this is day 5 now.
That's what's killing the ozone. It's the Oktoberfest. Is everybody's emitting gases.
And it's day 5, and she just had the most disgusting. I swear to God, I smell one more person cutting ass. You're gonna fucking puke.
Oh my God.
And I'm dying. Man.
Never seen her. And you're outside. You're in the oxygen. You're in the fresh air. She's upstairs in the fart rooms.
In the heat.
Right in the thick of it. Let's call it. She's right dead center of the thick of it.
Oh my God. And
oh wow.
Yeah. Again, something you have to go.
Sad days.
The music, yes, a lot of it's polka, but one of the places
I don't mind polka, man.
But Queensmont does the Rocktoberfest, where it's like Big Sugar. It's like all these like rock bands, and I think maybe Tragically Hip at one point, way back, early back, played
before they were ginormous.
Well, before they were like now where they were. So
yeah, of course that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again, fun times.
I need to go to one.
We'll set it up.
I always wanted to.
We'll set it up.
So it's 10 days. So it's like it's not like a multiple weekends. So it's like 7 days straight plus 3 more. Like so it starts like on a weekend, ends on a weekend.
It would have started yesterday. So Friday. So it starts on the Friday of the Oktoberfest weekend
or
the Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. So there's events that go starting Friday.
So what's going on Monday to Friday during the week?
There's like contests. There's like German
who
events.
can go when people
there's
are at
the
work?
beauty contest. There's the Miss Oktoberfest.
With all of like 20 people there.
Yeah, but again, it's smaller community things. It's more like bringing people in. So like if you're
I would go after work.
Visitor,
I would go after work and just get fucking dickered.
Right.
And eat sausages and drink beer.
And that's usually the case. Like the big parties cheese. Are on the weekends, right? The Saturday, Sunday. So Friday night, because it's the opening night, you can hardly get tickets.
How many people do you think go through that festival?
It's said that while the population, I think Kitchener now is like 300,000.
Okay.
And maybe even 500,000 now. It's between 300 and 500,000 now.
Okay.
When Oktoberfest hits, it's an added 200,000 people.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good that's a good chunk of change coming through Kitchener.
Oh, it is, and it's the same places.
And people have to rent places to stay.
Hotels,
and,
now with Airbnbs,
and stuff like that.
or your family, but
it's good.
Put it this way, you never want to be on the road, Kitchener bound, on the Friday.
Oh, because everybody's going up there.
Everyone's going there, and traffic stops at Pearson. That's how bad it goes to go to. It's like an exodus into Kitchener.
I would never go on a Friday anyway, personally. But
this is what it is. It's like both universities, the University of Waterloo and Wilfrid Laurier, have the Thanksgiving. So the parents are picking up the kids for the weekend,
and everybody's also going.
And everyone's going for Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, and then Oktoberfest.
Wow!
And so like the traffic is brutal. Like sometimes finishing
They
shows.
sure picked the perfect weekend to.
Of course. And
they couldn't have, waited a weekend.
waited another week.
Wait a weekend for Thanksgiving to be over, so the kids could be back.
No, because then you have the parade on the Monday, right? But
I guess so.
that was the thing that they always jump. Like when I was on a show, book an extra 3 hours to get home, no matter what time.
Wow, I would just not go
on a Friday. Well, I lived down there for 10 years.
I would have found a place to sleep on the Friday. I would slept in my car.
My work friends are not my real friends.
Help me, work friends.
Or they have cats.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. All right, so 2021.
Yes, we'll do it. We'll set it up. We'll do a
not
lot
the
of
Friday.
Stuff.
We're gonna go on like the Saturday.
You know how crazy it is though if you did the grape and wine, have the 2 weeks off, and then do Oktoberfest. Like you're just destroyed. Like
it's every weekend. For me.
It's a month.
I'm gonna drink this weekend too. You think I'm not? Listen, I ran out of wine.
Oh yeah,
and I had Davin pick me up some because he went back out to the county. I placed an order. I said, Davin, can you go pick up some?
At the same place that you went that they did the Negronis?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't end up buying any wine from there because I never tried any. I just got the fuck out of there. No, at this awesome place called Harwood.
Okay.
They have an amazing wine called Admiral's Blend.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Nice.
And it's a twist top, so easy access.
Oh,
baby.
Easy.
Don't need to find that cork.
No.
I like my wine like I like my women. Delicious. Delicious and
feisty,
delicious and beautiful. Obviously, it was delicious and beautiful.
Robust.
It wasn't going to say easy access. What's wrong with you people? Easy access. Beautiful women. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
should we just do one episode where we're just whispering?
The whisper episode?
Do you think
whisper episode?
I can't whisper.
I can whisper for it. I can do it.
I can probably whisper and the neighbors can still hear me.
Why? You're a giant man.
Yeah.
It echoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thanksgiving. We're talking Thanksgiving.
Yes,
this is Thanksgiving weekend.
For Canadians.
Yes.
It's
the Thanksgiving time of year, and I know this is going to air after Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving is a great time of year. Like, people get together, but this year they're asking people not to, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm not going to get into this whole thing because...
Did you see the meme?
Which one?
There's one like, since the new restrictions, I can't have more than 10 people in my house.
Yeah.
And I've got a big family. Instead of calling it a celebration, we're mourning the loss and celebrating with a funeral of the turkey. And then we're allowed to have 30 people over.
Is that how it works? That's smart.
There's always a scammer somewhere, right? Yeah. Like
my Thanksgiving, like I have a big family.
Right.
But when it's like Thanksgiving time, we always just do our core. It's me, my dad, my brother, my grandmother.
Right.
And this year Carolyn's coming.
Awesome.
Because
of course.
And, not because whatever. It's just because it's obvious that she's coming. Not for any particular reason. She's coming because she's a part of my life.
She likes to eat.
And she likes turkey. And so for us, that brings us to a total of like 5 people.
Yeah.
So we're totally fine.
Wow.
And we just sit around, eat turkey, and get lazy. And then get out of there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's my tradition. Our tradition is a small Thanksgiving.
That's the way. I don't know. It's always. I always feel like it's for 1 year. It's always like over the top, and the next year you just go, no, not like last year. Let's slow it down, and then you go, oh, but I missed this. I missed that. We didn't make this year. Okay, next year it's a big feast again. It's always that way with my family.
Yeah, we've never been like our Christmases and our Thanksgivings are our small group.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a huge group of like cousins and stuff like that, but they all have their own families and kids, and everybody's got their own life now. So we're like, we just say, we send a happy Thanksgiving,
of course.
Merry Christmas card, Happy Thanksgiving, message on Facebook or something.
Of course.
But we know we're not going to get together 300 of us.
No, you can't. No,
how could you? We'd have to rent a hall. We're gonna rent a hall every Thanksgiving,
and then there's the baptism next week, and then the wedding the week after. Like you're gonna see each other eventually. It's I know,
and it's not a big deal. Like we're close, but we're not like
right. But I find
we're not attached to the hip. My family.
Where I find like the Americans, it's like all out, and like you said last time. Because they have the football games, they have like, oh my god, you're the Chiefs fan. We're like your whole family is the same.
Oh yeah,
team.
everybody's gathering, watching.
Everyone's like just in it, and it's like your tailgate party is in your home.
Well, it's amazing that their sport, which is the football is their main sport.
Right.
Everybody baseball's their pastime. Mm-hmm. They like hockey.
Right, but football.
But football is the American sport. Yep. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Mm-hmm. That's them.
Right.
It's amazing, though, that they plan it around their Thanksgiving to get the Thursday off. They have like a whole
5 days off.
They have a whole week festivities.
I know.
But they call it Thanksgiving, But it's really a football.
I know,
weekend
and we're just screwed. Like that's where but even the Black Friday, and I'm curious to find out. Well, we will all find out how they're going to handle Black Friday.
The Americans do whatever they want, man. You see, they have stands in the stands of the football games. They have fans.
Did you see Miami? Miami just got approval that the 65,000 person stadium will have full capacity
for the football
from
game.
From now on, they just got the governor. They got the governor's approval.
But who gives a shit about the Miami Dolphins?
That's the thing.
That's what I want to know. They're like, you know why? They're like
to rebuild.
No. They're like, you know what, guys? You guys can totally have 65,000 fans
They'll never be there.
Go for it. There's like fucking 20 people in there anyway.
It's like the Tampa Bay Rays, right? Or the baseball stadium Tropicana Field never fills up.
That's okay.
And so
at least they can if they want to.
But that's the thing, yeah.
So now are you going to have, because they can fill it up, just people who are not even Dolphin fans
again
go to games just to go?
Well, I mean, it depends who the Dolphins are playing too, right? They play the Patriots. I mean, that's always a big event. They play Buffalo. It's always a big event.
I guess.
Right?
I guess. I don't fucking know.
Buffalo likes to get to Florida when it starts getting cold.
Sure they do. They don't want to play in Buffalo.
You can either shovel out to find your seat for 3 hours.
Have you seen stuff like that? Have you seen pictures of people going to games where the chairs are covered in snow and they're just sitting on snow?
There was the one, I think 3 years ago now, where the snow was so bad in Buffalo that it was down to one broadcast camera.
Wow.
You couldn't see the lines.
Wow.
And people were shoveling out, and then the news report is like they were hiring volunteers
just to shovel the lines,
to shovel the benches.
Oh shit!
But that game in particular, the snow was coming down so hard, and it was snowing here too, that they just couldn't keep up with it. And it was a sloppy game. It was over an extra hour and a half for the game.
Final score.
It was brutal. They couldn't find the lines, but they still kept going. The game did play.
But the thing is, it was Buffalo, so they're like, yeah, no one's probably watching this game anymore.
But it was,
people were watching it. People from Buffalo and people from Toronto. That's the only people who were watching it. The rest of America was like, oh, Buffalo paid today.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh yeah, Buffalo has a team.
Oh, it snowed. Oh.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I love. I've never been to an NFL game in the United States. I went to one here when Buffalo was doing.
Oh yeah, the Toronto thing. Yeah,
they did the Toronto stint where they did 6 games or 3 games. Yeah. So I went with a couple buddies of mine.
Right.
And we went to see Buffalo versus Chicago. I want to say the Bears.
Okay, yeah.
It was fun, man.
Yeah.
I've still never been to a CFL game though.
No, either have I.
I won't go.
No. Well, I think maybe I'd consider Hamilton.
I wouldn't go to any.
But I would go just.
You would consider Hamilton what?
Just consider.
Yeah, just consider it. I'll consider it always as well. Will you consider what? Just consider it. Considered.
Just consider.
It's considered.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would love just to go to a real tailgate party though in the States.
In the States, yeah.
Oh my god.
I went to a Philadelphia Flyers game, hockey.
Okay,
they had tailgate parties still.
Oh yeah.
They just any excuse they can have to really just have a drink party.
And slam your girlfriend through a table.
Oh yeah, you see those?
Oh yeah,
those are nuts.
For a beer. You'll give a free beer if you can suplex your girlfriend into a table. Okay,
I'd do it.
Yeah, I know you would,
Carolyn. I'd do it. I'd share the beer with her though.
Thing is, you go in with something they don't have, like ketchup chips.
Oh yeah.
Something that's so ridiculous that they don't have.
It's so strange that they don't have that.
They treat you like a king.
If you just bring stuff, because they don't have. I think they don't have.
They
ketchup.
don't have Mr. Biggs.
They don't.
Nope.
I've never.
Mr. Biggs they're not bad.
I've never. It's too big. They don't have ketchup chips. I think they don't have sour cream and bacon.
Smarties they don't have.
There's a bunch. I don't know the list, but there's a bunch of stuff they don't have that we have, and I'm like, why?
I know.
But there's also a million things.
I know.
We had that conversation,
balance, right? I know.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, Smarties they don't have. Mr. Biggs they don't have. I think even Coffee Crisp is Canadian as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
But they have Kit Kats and all that.
Oh yeah, Kit Kats world round.
But I think that's a Canadian chocolate bar, isn't it?
I think. Fuck.
All right, let's not pretend we know.
No, I saw a thing on Discovery years ago, and they make 500,000 Kit Kats a day.
Wow.
In this factory, but I don't know if that was the England one or whatever else.
There's a factory down the street from me.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know, but
when I used to jog, going for a jog past that factory was dangerous.
And then speaking of Kit Kats, I went to when Steve and his wife was here from Kitchener. When they were doing the show here, we went to Square One, and there's a Japanese like authentic store where it's like the foods,
Oh, yeah,
and the
yeah,
ramen
yeah.
noodles,
Nice.
and like the dry packs and snacks. They have cookies and cream Kit Kats.
Yeah, but I don't think that's Japanese. I've seen that in other stores too.
Well, they had the logo on it though too,
oh,
right?
so probably maybe
and,
it just came from
and
there.
they had like a strawberry cream one.
Yeah.
And then they had one that was green. And I'm thinking green
tea.
Mint. Green tea, mint, or
Yeah.
matcha, whatever. It was wasabi.
Really? Why? Why would you want that?
You want trust issues? You have the trust issues with the oatmeal cookie and the raisins.
Sure.
Right?
Damn it, why would you ever put raisins?
Right?
Anyway.
And now think about that's the ultimate trick or treat candy for this year. Wasabi
is wasabi flavored. Yeah, and the parents are worried about edibles.
Kids
Remember we talked about the parents are worried about edibles? Now you know what come to my house? It's wasabi Kit Kats I'm putting in there. Oh, look, it's mint.
Oh,
my mouth.
They're crying, they're dying. Yeah. Oh my god.
My kids have been poisoned.
It's like
no, they've been wasabied.
It's like the prank gum that was dirt flavored. Remember that?
No.
It was like they prank gum, right? Dirt flavored
There's
gum.
one gum that tastes like soap, but
yeah,
that's
the
their
thrills.
flavor.
The thrills, the little purple pellets.
But there was also remember jelly beans. Jelly bellies.
Oh yeah, the
so
flavored.
they had their normal flavors,
yes.
and then they had their like green was lime or vomit or grass or something.
Ridiculous.
Why are they making these flavors?
That's so evil.
And I've tried them. Of course, I've tried them. And they're fucking. I love candy.
Nice.
They're fucking disgusting.
And then the No Shit Moment brought to you by Vince Consiglio.
This episode is brought to you by Vince No Shit Moment. I just don't know why someone in the warehouse was like,
you know what we need to do?
I think we could make a lot of money by making gross flavored jelly beans. God damn it, Jim, you're onto something.
But if that's not a motivation for any doubts or any thoughts you have, for any ideas you have in your own.
Yeah.
I think it would be good to this. Don't let the dream chasers
Don't let the naysayers say no.
Yeah, because if there's booger flavored jelly beans, you can come
could
up with
do
a lot better.
anything.
You do a lot better with your ideas than that shit.
My God.
Like how brutal is that?
It's funny.
But there was even a buttered popcorn one.
That was good. Actually, it was kind of funny too.
Weird.
I don't know. Well, okay. I guess so. But it depends what you like and what you don't like.
Right, but as a kid, we had like the scratch and sniff stickers.
I remember those.
That were like gross, the fart.
Or there was like the markers that had like
the markers. Yeah, those were fun too.
But
you
started eating them.
Yeah.
The
Sharpie's making me dizzy.
Mom, the room is spinning, but the strawberry smells so good.
This one smells like bleeding in the eyes.
This one smells like bleach. Speaking of candies and popcorn.
Yes.
Being again Halloween month.
Yes.
Scary Eve. All of Scary Eve. And September is really just Halloween Eve. It's scary movie time.
Okay, yes.
Have you been watching any?
I have not.
Not a one.
I've just been watching the news of the debates. Scary enough.
That's scary enough. You've been watching reality scary.
Reality scary.
I've been watching. So I just watched The Invisible Man, the new one.
The new one with Lizzie?
Moss.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was good, but also weird. It didn't explain something that I think it really need to, and I don't want to talk too much about it and give it away.
Right.
But do you remember Hollow Man, Kevin Bacon?
I was just gonna say that was yeah.
So, in that one they were trying to do something and they injected him and he got invisible.
Yeah. And then he was doing it for his own, like what normal people would do if you had the power of invisibility. Oh my God,
the things I would do. Hold on.
As a movie character in fiction reality.
I would do good for the community. I would touch booties for days. Anyway, so I feel like it was good. I thought it was really good. Thrilling. It was like you could see her character. It was less about the Invisible Man chasing her, but more about the torment it was doing to her, knowing that he was out there.
Okay,
which I thought was really good, and she's an amazing actress. So she did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And if I ever bump into her one day, I'm going to talk to her about it because I have some questions. But no, it was really good, and she's a great actress and all that stuff. But now,
you worked with her a full season. But this
movie,
I know, but it's just funny for anything you can ask her at any given time, and we've interacted with her.
Yeah.
Hold on, you did that?
Well, I have a question about that. I had never watched Handmaid's Tale.
Right.
It's not for me. I watched one episode.
It's heavy.
It wasn't that it was heavy. I just don't like.
It's sad.
It was sad.
It's
not something I want to watch.
Yeah, it's still Sunshine and Rainbows.
Yeah, so I mean, it gets better as every season goes on. Like they start to season 1 they were obviously being
where do we put the camera?
I
don't know. we'll explain that in another show. But where do we put the camera?
Where do we put the camera? It's just I couldn't talk to her about that show because I've never watched it. So
that's true.
And I didn't watch Mad Men. So I just didn't. I watched it and I didn't like it.
Well, but get him to the Greek. Because she's in
she
that
was in
too.
it?
Yeah, she's
she was the girlfriend.
Yeah, she's Jonah Hill's girlfriend, the nurse.
Oh, I forgot.
I know, the little sweet cutie patootie.
Yeah, that's so funny. No, I didn't even remember that.
She's cutting off ears and being Queen Hard ass, right? Yeah.
But so now there's the TV shows. Mm-hmm. Do you watch any scary TV shows?
Just
stop
again,
the debate. It's not a TV show. That's reality. Right. So have you heard of The Haunting of Hill House? Do you remember when that was a huge? I think it was like last.
Is that a movie?
No, a TV show.
Okay, no.
And so it's surrounding like about this family who they're like haunted, sort of a thing. And
all right,
the new one came out called The Haunting of Bly Manor. Has just come out, and it's not a second season, but it's almost like American Horror Story.
Yeah, I watched that.
I love that show.
I love the
first 2 seasons were the best.
Asylum I didn't get through for some reason. I don't know why I didn't get through it. So I think it was working.
It was one of the best ones. Asylum and the first one.
But the house I watched and I loved the house. Even though there were some predictable moments.
Oh, of course.
Coven's was a fuck that beginning, that first episode where it's just that.
Oh, you loved Coven, eh?
Yeah, because it's based on real events. But all those characters were real people.
Oh, okay.
And even the Miss Lamoureux, like
the witch doctor.
Kathy Bates' character.
That one, sorry.
She was a real slave owner and a real plantation owner. And she
shit.
did all that shit. She was like the big masochist to all the slaves and shit.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates too. No, but Lamoureux. And that's real. That was all real. And even the jazz man, the serial killer jazz man, those are all events that happened.
Dude, is that the guy, that whistle?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it because no one wants to hear whistling.
It's so fucked up.
It's, I love it. It's so creepy and eerie. It's just, if I hear that whistle, I'm immediately like, someone's going to fucking kill me.
Yep.
You know? Yep. It's like, when you hear the song from Halloween, when you hear this specific sound, Michael Myers is coming.
That's right.
Friday the 13th. Well, no, that's Jason. That's Jason. Yeah. But you hear that specific. Yeah. There's a specific sound. We don't need to make the sound. Yeah. People know. If you don't know, look it up.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
now's the time to watch.
Do you even know Halloween? Nightmare on Elm Street. Like all these horror movies have specific sounds, and that whistle to that show was amazing. It was creepy, and good. It was so good. And anyway, so The Haunting of Bly Manor is coming out, and I need to watch it. And I just didn't know it came out yet. Now it's out, and I'm like,
nice.
Okay, but tonight I was like, tonight when I go home, I'm gonna watch 2 horror movies,
right?
And then I'm gonna start watching that.
Nice.
That thing. I love it. This is my month.
Right. I got as far as like I said, Coven was my favorite.
Okay. And, did you like Freak Show?
Freak Show I liked up until the last. Like it turned into Glee. I found at the end.
They weren't singing.
Yes, there was. There was a whole musical number in the
but it wasn't. Circus. It wasn't like every episode.
That clown kept going throughout the full episodes for the whole season.
Brutal.
I think it would be better. The fact that they were teasing it all the way through and it lasted to what, maybe 4 episodes in.
Something like. But then you see him again.
And then the guy with the little voice in the back of his head.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
That's based on a true character too in life.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and he was.
Oh, I think I knew that actually.
It was a Siamese twin or something, and that's where
but
the
it didn't
voice
actually talk though.
It did.
Head.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
And it was separate thoughts. Separate cognitive thoughts.
Whoa.
How fucked up is that? Like
that's pretty cool, actually. not like cool in the sense of like I want that
to blame someone,
but it's cool to be like it was my Siamese twin. It's like,
but you would never know. Like that's the thing that back then you didn't know.
Then you'd have no idea.
Like, what's back of my head? Unless you had a mirror, but still.
Well, they had mirrors.
I don't know. It's still fucked up, right?
There's a fucking face on the back of your head.
I know.
How would you got your hair cut?
And then just has its own random like thoughts inside your own head. I mean, I've got enough problems.
I got enough bad thoughts in my head, and it's just me up here. If I had a second person, I'd be screwed.
Exactly. But then I stopped watching after that because I felt like it was.
Oh no, Hotel was good. Roanoke was. I didn't finish Roanoke, but it was good. Right. Apocalypse was good. You just got to get back into it. This is your month. This is the month.
Yeah, this is my month. Yeah.
This is the month to watch all the American Horror Stories.
I mean, Jessica Lange is just awesome. Kathy Bates is awesome. The cast are all amazing.
Lady Gaga was really good in Hotel, but she just played herself, to be honest.
Really?
But anyway, she's all right.
It's funny, she doesn't show off her ass anymore. that counts anymore.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Does she have a great ass? I don't even know.
I think so. At one
point.
Better than her face.
Ouch. Shots fired.
What's she gonna do?
I don't know. She's probably not even gonna care. She doesn't even know who you are. Walking Dead. Were you a big Walking Dead guy?
No. I was up.
Did you read the comics?
No. So Walking Dead, I watched enthusiastically season 1, and I thought that was an amazing premise. He wakes up out of the coma, finally gets to the city. The city's being overrun. Hides under a tank, and then now takes the tank to get out home. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm hooked. Like, this is exactly what a zombie movie or a TV show from a movie should be, right?
Definitely.
And then season 2 came, and they ended up getting money.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see a brand new Hyundai in the middle of the apocalypse. And I remember on Facebook I posted, like, who the fuck's working at the Hyundai plant during the zombie apocalypse? Because it was a brand new.
Listen, where do you think the zombie apocalypse started from? It started from car workers building cars and everything. One of the zombies' car workers got out. Didn't you know?
Have you been to St. Catharines in Oshawa? I think it's the same people. So me and my brother, we were reading all the comics. Okay.
The graphic arts.
Before.
No, season 1 came out.
Okay. Oh, so
when we saw that there was a zombie, because we love zombies, I love zombies.
Right.
And we started reading the comics, and the comics are so good.
Yeah.
And the book is the TV show is veered off from the comics.
Right.
So in the comics, there's no Daryl. Daryl doesn't exist.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's someone they brought into the show, which is phenomenal because he's now the only character really alive.
If he dies, we riot.
That was back. That was not.
Is that still the
honestly,
sentiment now?
I haven't seen the show.
Okay.
I haven't seen the show in 3 years. I don't know. It just became to me
a soap opera.
Yes and no. It was just like that. Let's climb up. Let's climb up. Let's climb up. Okay, something happened, and now it's nothing. To something happened, nothing. And it's like, guys, come on. This is a zombie show. Yes. Something bad should happen every goddamn episode.
That's right. But I find too, like, I stopped watching religiously, if you will, at the prison season.
Oh, but the prison season was good though because you got to meet certain bad guys.
But that's the thing; you were set up as they were locked in. They didn't need to worry about anything. Governor. They were there, and then all of a sudden they were going out and finding this governor who had his own city. So it's like, oh, we can leave that.
So you never saw Negan?
No,
and
I know of Negan.
Negan is the best character in the fucking.
That's right here. Yeah. Better than Daryl.
Oh yeah.
See, it's so crazy.
I have nothing Daryl like I got some stuff from the show. Yeah. I have a Negan bat.
Yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah.
I love Negan. I love the character. He was just that badass evil dude.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even that evil. He was but he was like to his community. Yeah, to his community, he was like a provider. But he also like if you wanted your wife, you lost your wife. He was
the rule of the king.
He was the king.
Monarchy, yeah.
But I just stopped watching that show. I just got he was played by Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah, a really good guy.
Such a good actor.
Yeah.
And he's been in The Watchmen.
Yeah.
And he was in Supernatural, which is another show I love.
Oh, okay. I never saw that, but he was. What was that movie? It was another comic book movie. Not the Expendables, but it's almost like that line. And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and again,
he's
all
a great
anti-heroes,
actor.
all anti-heroes, but was such a good movie too.
Yeah,
and
no, he's definitely a great actor, and you should watch that season.
Yeah,
you got to watch Walking Dead for a bit just to get to him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's worth it. Yeah. And then listen, if you don't want to, don't. But then just go to that episode.
Well, just like you, it felt like it was so slow, and then all of a sudden, like they know they can't be out everywhere. They got to do their own little thing. And then, next scene, they're out in the river doing the laundry or whatever the fucking thing is, and the things are coming out of the dirt.
I like
and there's
that.
a little girl playing, and you're like, what's around you. Why the hell are you not being more cautious?
Well, you didn't expect them to come out of the sand. Yeah, they're not sand zombies.
Depends what part of the world you're looking at.
I don't know how that works. Oh boy. The Boys.
Yes.
Season 2.
Season 2 just ended.
Finally ended on.
So there's 13 episodes again, or is there 8?
Just 8. It was 8. Wow. And it was so good, man.
Why do you think there wouldn't be more? Is it just a budget thing?
I just think it costs a lot of money to make that show, man.
Yes, there
and
is
I think,
a lot
and a lot of people are just going to 8 episodes. Like the show I'm currently working on is only 8 episodes a season.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Weird. There's a lot of shows that are just, if they're like a lot of streaming shows are doing like 8 to 10.
Well, 10, 12. Yeah. I remember the standard was 12. Yep. So you had your 6-month run.
It was at 12 it was 1 hour, and 24 if it was half an hour.
That's right. That's right. And then that's where the Kiefer Sutherland show was so amazing, because they made sure that they got 24 episodes. Yeah. That's amazing creation for the producers and writers. I never watched
one episode.
Either did I, but I love the idea. Apparently, they were looking here to shoot season 1.
Oh, yeah.
But because our weather is so different, on a 24-hour span, we could have snow, we could have sun.
Yeah, because filming a 1-hour episode takes a week.
Exactly.
Depending on, it could be a little longer, depending on what type of show. It could be like a 12 days to film.
So they said, you know what, we're going to go to Vancouver where the weather's a little more controlled. Yeah,
but doesn't it rain a lot there?
It rains, but then you can consistently keep the rain. But when it rains, it snows, it's sunny.
That's true.
On a 24-hour period, it's harder to make real.
So
again,
fuck that shit. We don't want that here.
Right, and this is a question I want to ask, and I don't know. You have family in the business that and we don't get it here, but it's always a question in my head. So we know when we watch game shows like Price is Right as a kid, it's not every day that the show's running. They shoot 5 episodes in one day, and then they edit it out and do whatever, right? And those shows can actually go longer. We know from watching bloopers and stuff. Family Feud is same thing. They do a format where they come in on a Monday, shoot everything, or Friday shoot everything, and then the next week it's all
every day
cut in place, right? Spoiler alert. I don't want to ruin anyone's like dreams.
What they think every day,
right? But that's reality. We don't work around the clock for you.
Well, working in film we do,
but
not reality, but film.
How do they shoot soap operas?
I think they shoot them every day,
right?
I think so. I think they shoot them every day.
But in what format? Like, how's the writing? Because the story is like fold into the next day.
I don't know how they shoot. I don't know anybody who works on a soap opera.
No, and I want to know how that format.
I mean,
works.
I've watched soap operas.
But right after Maury, before Maury. Days of Our Lives.
Before and after.
Days of Our Lives. One Life to Live.
I used to watch Passions.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
No. Well, I do know. I know. Just never watched it.
Yeah, there was that one girl in there, and she
brought on your passions.
Yeah, Passions also had witches in it.
Oh, did it?
It was like the weird soap opera. That's why I liked it.
Nice.
It was like there was like a
little twist of something.
There was also like one of the witch had like a sidekick who was a little person.
Right. Okay.
And he was like evil too.
Okay.
And I was like, this is the weirdest, coolest, fucking coolest. It was so cool, man.
For a soap opera, I guess it is.
I liked it. I don't know.
It's funny when you.
I wonder how they must.
How do you do it? Because how do you shoot like the actors, the writing, the scripts?
Like, do you think they film them in the morning? And
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because again, we know how a schedule works. We get our
maybe they film them like a regular TV show.
Sheets.
Man. I don't know. But they film them years in advance.
They're every day. Every day is a new episode.
But they're always constantly filming the next ones. So the very first day.
Yes.
So maybe every 2 days they put out an episode. So they have to be that far ahead.
Maybe. Yeah, we're shooting Tuesday for Monday. We're shooting Thursday for
something like that.
So weird, right?
I don't know. It's a good question. I wonder.
Consistently, and the sets have to stay the same. Everything has to be the same from what you left it as. So it's not even block shooting.
They're not live, right?
No, but it's not even block shooting. But it's not live. But the story of how you. So we're in this room and we're talking about plotting to kill that neighbor, right? And then the next day, it's like, okay, we're still in the same room and we're still plotting again. Yeah. That has to be consistent from the day to day. Like it's like I said, I want to know how that works because we we don't touch those.
Yeah, I don't think
Right?
because they're all in studios. They're all big studios, and they all have their sets. They don't leave.
Right.
Every time you see it in a soap opera, they're outside.
Right.
It's a studio.
And I just love how it's always an evil twin, or they grow facial hair now. They're the evil. They're the evil
twin brother.
the evil Buchanan or whatever.
Like Joey and Friends.
And,
Dr. Drake Ramore.
but it's so bizarre that that format's been around since the 50s and it still works somehow. Look at even Coronation Street.
My dad's been watching that since he was a teenager.
Right, and people say you just have to watch one episode and then watch for a week and then you're hooked.
Yeah, not me. It didn't work for me. My dad tried to get me to watch it. So every Sunday he would watch it. They would do all the fuck. They would do Monday to Friday.
Yeah, right.
And on Sunday, I think on CBC, they did all the episodes. So he would watch them all on Sunday, straight back to back. And he was like, "Come on, let's just watch them."
Yeah.
No, man. Why do you hate me?
Even the fact that it's based in Manchester still doesn't.
Is it based in Manchester?
Yeah, doesn't.
I don't even know where it's from.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta take my dad to Coronation Street one day.
Yeah, let's go to Manchester and then catch a game while you're at it.
Whatever. No, I wouldn't. Oh, but do I get a discount because you're part of the owner?
I can't. Yeah, part of what happens?
Because you have a stock
I
in
just
it.
be part of the lottery system to get a ticket, but it's like
it's okay. I don't really care that much about football. Not that I like to watch my TFC.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun though, just to get.
I went to see an international game in Portugal.
Oh, really?
I saw the Portuguese team play against Norway or
nice.
One of those. It was great soccer.
I don't know if I mentioned this again. We're so many episodes in now, but I saw Manchester United play Celtic at the Sky Dome.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't know if we talked about that.
2010.
Cool. And that's like legit. But every now and then you see like, Italian clubs or European clubs come here.
Been here.
And they come and play at the BMO Field or depends if
they do this international thing in between the breaks.
But the stars aren't coming, are they?
It's not like you won't see
like
Ronaldo.
Will we see Messi?
No. But you'll see the younger players trying to find a spot. It's training, right? It's spring training to see if they can.
Still, though, I would go to watch it because it's still great soccer.
Still great. Still watching your team.
Listen,
that team, right?
I like watching the TFC. I like MLS. I know it's not the top tier soccer, but you get a lot of guys now from top tier teams.
Look at Javenko, 21 years old, comes here and from
killing it.
Juventus.
And now he's in fucking Saudi Arabia, man.
Is he?
I think he's playing somewhere there. He went for money.
Of course.
But now, you didn't think of it this way. His family hates it there. His family probably had the best life here in Toronto. And now that he brought them to Saudi Arabia, and he's got daughters.
Oh God.
He's the only male of the family.
But if it's like Dubai, then it's a little.
I don't know how it works.
It's so crazy. Have you ever seen that? Like I watched a documentary on CBC, and Dubai is a little more Western tolerant.
But it's still a dry city, isn't it?
And provided you have money, it's Western tolerant.
But you can't drink there.
You can't drink there, and the citizens have first rule over visitors. So there's a guy, he's shooting a documentary being there, and he's in a restaurant.
Yeah.
He's like, I just sat down. I just made friends with the cook and the owner. He's the same guy. I'm ready to have my meal. A citizen walked in and said, there's no way he's eating before I get my food. He doesn't get his food until I leave. He goes, it's now been 3 hours. My food's sitting on the ledge there. I can't go grab it. He can't serve it to me because the citizen made that request. And now the food's cold. And if I go to leave, then that's an insult. And they could arrest me for...
So he's stuck?
Yeah. He says, I'm just stuck here. I got to wait. So the guy who made the citizen claim can say, okay, I'm staying here for 2 days and you're going to be starving.
I'd walk out.
You can't.
I don't care.
You could be arrested for that too.
I'd be like, get the consulate on the phone.
That's hard.
That's bullshit. That guy, I can't leave. If that's the case, be like, hey, man, I'll pay for the food.
I know. I'll pay
for the food, but I'm leaving.
But the owner then can't even acknowledge you. It's so fucked up.
So no one even. So I couldn't get a glass of water.
No.
Wow.
And I had a friend of a friend who.
And that happened.
Yeah. And I had a friend of a friend who did like this sojourn, where she took 6 months and she went from Egypt to Saudi Arabia and around and back. And she was with 4 other girlfriends and a male friend. And so he was the safety, right?
Of course.
So they're following the rules and they're going through one of the cities. I think it was Saudi Arabia. And one of the citizens noticed a man with 4 girls that he wasn't married to and made a citizen's arrest. And they were detained for like 4 hours in the local jail.
Okay.
And he was being questioned. Why are you with 4 women of the certain age group? If you're not married to any of them, what's your intention? Is it a trafficking thing? Like it was all
and he's
just...
like, these are my friends?
Yeah, it's still.
We're traveling. Look at our passports. We just went to 6 countries together before we got here.
It's really different. You've got to be, again, we're so lucky with what we have.
When we travel to countries that have different laws and different religions, we really need to pay attention and
do
look
your
into
homework.
things.
Do your homework, respect it, and just go, well, I'm Canadian. It should never happen.
Well, no, Canadians, we respect places when we go to. Americans, when they go there, they'd be like, we're American.
I know. And that's the problem. You gotta know that we're not in Kansas anymore. We're where we need to be, and you just have the respect. And
fair enough,
right? But yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I've never been to a country like that where there was any sort of a religious rule that I couldn't be around anybody. And I've traveled a bunch,
right?
But I would love to go to Dubai. That place is ridiculous. You remember at one point it was just a desert. And now it's
30 years. It's
and now like all these tallest skyscrapers and buildings and all these cool
skating rinks.
Unbelievable.
They've got ski hills. They've got snow in the middle of the desert.
Where'd they get it from?
They import it.
It's an indoor.
Factory. Yeah, it's an indoor.
So it's not like an outdoor.
No, but they have so much money that they can fill up a tank of gas for a quarter Canadian.
Amazing.
Yeah, 25 cents in your tank's filled.
I can't even pay 25 cents a liter.
I know.
I'm paying $1 a liter here.
And we produce oil here too.
Yeah, that's a whole other
thing. Yeah, I know. Oops. We're not going to NPR.
Nope. So I wanted to tell a funny story because we're back to work. Well, you're about to be
soon in a few days.
And I've been back. I went to St. Thomas and back 2 times this week.
Right.
I just had to grab some props, bring them back to the city because we have, whatever. I was in the truck with Davin one day, and I decided to eat like Davin for a day.
Okay.
And Davin, and he's going to listen to the show.
Davin is our props master for the show we were on.
Yeah, and he's a prop master in the union we work on.
Yes.
And all around amazing dude. And he eats really bad. Okay. So, not in a bad way. Like, I just remember getting into his car, and in the passenger seat is just full of chips and pizza plates and pizza things like that. So I was like, okay, Davin, we're going on a road trip. Let's go. We stop Wendy's. It's 11:30. Lunchtime.
Right.
Spicy chicken sandwich and a cheeseburger. So I had that, a small junior.
Okay, junior. Okay, but still okay.
So we eat that. We go out there. On the way back, we have a couple coffees, and we go. I had 3 coffees that day.
Right.
And then I had Burger King on the way back, and my belly was hurt. It was rotten.
Oh yeah.
And I looked at him, and I'm like, Davin, buddy, you gotta quit it. Dude.
You either have the cure, or you're gonna be really sick soon.
He's greasy from all the pizza he's eating. He eats pizza we love pizza. I love pizza. I love pizza.
I know.
And it's no secret to the show that I love pizza. Tonight, in fact, when I get home.
Where are you going?
I'm ordering pizza.
From?
I don't know. Maybe Blondie's again. Well, I would like to try something new, but we have to do a gluten-free because Carolyn's gluten-free.
Oh, shit.
And it's not, Blondie's makes an amazing gluten-free pizza, actually.
Right.
But, so we try to find places that are gluten-free. And you know what? I said to her today, should we want to find a new place? Let's try a new pizza place. Yeah. We're going to look. If we don't find one that's
What about the place where she used to live that had the pizza place?
It wasn't gluten-free.
Oh, shit.
No, but I ate a lot there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You were saying.
They were like, hey. I'm like, yes.
2 o'clock, you had the leftovers?
Yeah. Oh, and they had brio there, too. I love brio.
I haven't brio.
Did we talk about brio on the show yet?
Yeah.
Do you like brio?
I do like brio.
Okay, it's true with brio. You love it or hate it. There's no in between.
It's an acquired taste, first of all.
Yeah.
Don't expect it to be sweet. Don't expect it to be like a Coca-Cola.
There's no explaining it, though.
There isn't.
People are like, tell me what a brio tastes like.
It's like an herbal...
No, I wouldn't even say herbal. I would say it's like a spicy...
So what's the herbs? Well,
no. Just like a...
Spicy sounds like hot, like chili flake.
Yeah, but it's like a smoky, spicy Coca-Cola
herbal.
Dr. Pepper. Not herbal. I wouldn't say herbal. I still wouldn't.
Oh, I spilled some Italian seasoning in my Coke.
Spicy is not a... Spice isn't an herb, is it? It's a spice.
I don't know.
Pepper.
It's acquired. It is really refreshing. But the Italian sodas, that's just one thing.
That's the only Italian soda I like.
Right.
Oh no, and San Pellegrino Orangina.
Yeah.
The blood orange.
Yes,
is delicious.
So good.
Just try it. If you haven't tried brio before, please just try it.
It's so funny because, the way I remember when we went to Italy first, and I saw the red soda.
Okay.
And it's red, so I thought immediately it's cream soda.
Like the can was red.
The bottle was red. It was a bottle, and it was red liquid.
Brio was red liquid?
No, this other.
Oh, this
pop.
different one.
Right,
Sorry,
right.
I thought you were talking about Brio. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to try that.
Yeah.
Open it up.
Glug.
And it's bitter.
Yeah.
Like it's Campari.
So
like it was
bitter.
like non-alcoholic Campari.
Yeah, it's so bitter.
And it, like you could peel your tongue off. It was so like there was no sweetness at all.
And it's a bit. It's so Brio's a bit bitter.
Go again.
That's what it is.
This is the wasabi Kit Kat again,
yeah.
but a drink. And
but it wasn't a surprise. It was a surprise to you.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
on the pack of Kit Kat, it says wasabi flavor, doesn't it? I know. Anyway, try Brios. It's delicious. I've
good.
converted Davin to drinking Brio now.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good.
He said he's like, it was terrible. I'm like, just try it again, man. I'm like, it's really good.
You need it with the food.
You need it as an adult. He tried it as a teenager. Your palate changes.
Yeah,
My palate's
that's
completely
true.
different from a child than I used to now.
Are you sure?
I think so. It's getting better. Hey, listen, I ate beets and stuff the other day. My palate's getting a little
That's
better.
good. No, I know.
All right.
Just bugging you, but
there's a bunch of more stuff we want to talk about, but I think we're going to end the show on Brio.
yeah, we're at 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap.
Yeah.
Recap.
Yeah.
Recap.
You got it. You said it right.
Recap. It's the Grunt and Grumble recap. It's Halloween month again.
Halloweeny.
We talked about Oktoberfest. And possibly doing a whisper show? Probably not.
No.
We talked about scary movies, scary television shows. We talked about The Boys ending, and it was really good. It leaves you on a great cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked because I'm gonna work on it.
Nice.
Thanksgiving, and we're gonna do Oktoberfest one day.
Yeah. Next year, let's hope.
And Brio.
Yeah.
And drink a Brio.
Drink a Brio.
And I ate like Davin for a day. And Davin, when you're listening to the show,
Davin.
when you're driving into work one morning.
You could have gone to London. You could have gone to Jersey Mike. See, you guys missing them dropping the ball.
Chill. Davin, just eat better. I love you. Okay. You can find us on our social medias at Grunts and Grumbles Official is our Instagram and our Facebook.
Yes.
Grunts and Grumble Podcast is our YouTube channel.
Yes.
GruntsandGrumbles.com is our website.
We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter.
We're on everything.
We're on everything. Just search Grunts and Grumbles. It'll come up everywhere. Grunts and Grumbles.
Yeah.
You can find me at Zomvinny.
And I'm TG Wheelman.
Thanks so much for listening.
We'll see you on the next one.